Alright, so I'm just gonna wait till maybe a couple of people show up, and then I'll have a timestamp on when the actual collector reading starts. I think I like this look now. You know? Honestly, it kind of reminds me of my grandmother. It's kind of eerie. Hey, how you doing? Okay. How are you, Jen? Thank you. I'm doing good. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Well, I think Spirit wants me to get into this message because the cards start to pop out. But give me a moment as I meditate, okay? Okay, so basically, what I'm getting for a lot of people that will see this collective message is that we're going to go through an upgrade, y'all. We're going to go through some spiritual upgrades. And not only are we going to have spiritual upgrades, but we also are going to have like the confidence to utilize these gifts. For some of us, when we were first awakened, when we first were getting all of these spiritual gifts, a lot of us didn't know how to use it. A lot of us didn't know what to do with it, right? So it's like not only are we having spiritual upgrades, but I also see us having confidence with our gifts and knowing how to use them a whole lot better. I'm seeing people changing how they divinate as well. If you're someone who tends to do tarot cards, I'm also seeing people who are like changing their tools to divinate. Like, like maybe they used to do tarot, but now all of a sudden they're starting to try out automatic writing. Okay, so maybe now automatic writing could be your way of divinating. Maybe you might start to do hydromancy, using water to divinate. You might start using candle wax to divinate. I'm here as well. If you're someone who has been like how can I say, if you're someone who has been like watching tarot readings for a while, I see you guys maybe purchasing your own deck and starting to divinate for yourself. I'm seeing people like studying the tarot, studying horoscopes. I'm seeing people really taking divination into their own hands versus watching other YouTubers divinate for them. I see people want to read for themselves, tap in themselves, get messages for themselves. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of upgrades to people who have been using tools of divination, and as well as like people starting to divinate for themselves, like for the first time, type of thing. And also what I'm seeing too is I'm seeing a lot of like friendships, okay? For those who have been wow, I guess I'm not needing cards because they're telling me all types of stuff. For those who don't really have friends, for those who tend to like go home and all of a sudden like they feel so alone, I see people like literally like starting to form friendships, like really good friendships, who are also gifted, who understand your spiritual nature and won't judge you for it. Maybe for many years, a lot of you guys felt like, how can I say, alone. You guys felt like no one understood you. You feel isolated, outcasted. You never felt like you belonged anywhere. Okay? You never felt like no one understood who you were as a person. Or some of you guys never felt like anyone cared to understand you and who you were as a person. Okay? Hey, Sunnies, how are you? How you doing? Yeah, we talk about the spiritual upgrades that we're going to be experiencing soon. And not only are we going to be experiencing spiritual upgrades, but we're also going to have the confidence. We actually, as well, are going to have the confidence to use these new spiritual gifts or use them deeper, you know? And there's 3 people in the chat, so can we also have 3 3 likes as well? So if we can have 3 likes, that would be great. Okay. Damn, I'm shuffling kind of fast. I'm good, Sunnies. How are you? I'm great. Like, y'all see me? Like, look at me, Speedy Gonzalez. Like, look. Y'all see that? Like, dang, I'm kind of going fast with these cars, yo. No problem, Sunny Ease. No problem. For some of y'all, what's really holding you back from upgrading spiritually is that y'all need to forgive things that, hey Tasha, what's good? For some of y'all, the reason why y'all have a hard time upgrading in terms of your spiritual gift is because there's something that you need to forgive and let go. What's done has been done. It's time to forgive, okay? It's time to forgive and let go. Once you go through that process of forgiving, you're going to spiritually upgrade, okay? We're going to spiritually upgrade. The more you forgive, the more that you will have a spiritual upgrade. Some of you guys are not spiritually upgrading right now because y'all are afraid to do so. Y'all are afraid to spiritually upgrade because you don't know what it entails. Some of y'all might be afraid of your gifts. So if you are afraid of your gifts, how are you able to even tap into them? How is that possible? You have to understand that your spirit guides, if you ask your spirit guides and your ancestors and God or whomever you believe to protect you, they believe that they will protect you. If you are protected, if you're protected, why would you fear? Why would you be afraid of your own gifts? You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the blockers of your spiritual upgrade is because you're afraid of something. You're afraid of you. You are afraid of you. You are afraid of your own gifts. You know what I'm saying? So learn to trust more in your guides and your spirits to protect you. Okay? For some of y'all, the reason why y'all not really spiritually upgrading is because you're not really disciplined in your spirituality. Like, if you know that you need to meditate more often, okay, it's because, like, your gifts is trying to open up in a trance-like state. You know, sometimes gifts need to come through while you are under a trance-like state. Okay? So if you know that you need to be in a meditative practice more often, you need to do so. If you know that you need to start doing tarot readings more often, you need to do so. Take whatever divine instructions that you have, because the reason why you received a particular spiritual instruction is to help you upgrade. Okay, there's a reason why your spirits are telling you to do this or that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do see a lot of spiritual upgrades for us, but the potential blockers for this is being afraid of your gifts, not being disciplined in your gifts, and not forgiving things that you need to forgive. You know, let's see what else. But like how I'm shuffling today is hilarious. I didn't realize how fast I can shuffle. Like, look at this. Look at this. I didn't know. I didn't know I could shuffle that fast. Like, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna slow down. Wow, again, look at this. This is the blooming card. A lot of you guys, it's because y'all don't even allow yourself to grow. Y'all don't even like get outside your comfort zone because you're so like afraid. And maybe because for some of y'all, maybe when you was a little girl, maybe when you was a little boy, you tried to be extraordinary, right? And maybe people around you try to remind you to be ordinary. Like, what the hell is normal anyway? And maybe as you gotten older, that same treatment of being held back, you end up doing it to yourself. So y'all need to break out of that mode and break out of that shell in order to progress in life. So this is the blooming card, but it's in the reverse, And I think majority of our lives, because honestly, it happened to me too, growing up. Like there was like to put a little bit of my personal touch to it. There was a point in my life that I did not know I was tapped in. Like it's like I've forgotten. Like I didn't know I had spiritual abilities at some point. Like, and it was a huge gap of years. I mean, I'm talking about years of my life. I didn't know. For some reason, I've forgotten that I had the ability to divinate. That I was psychic. It was strange. Yeah. Yeah, transformation in the reverse. A lot of y'all won't even allow yourselves to be you, really. A lot of y'all might have like social awkwardness, whatever the hell that means. A lot of y'all can be like just extremely different from a lot of people. And I think when you're really extremely empathic, man, when you're like so empathic, you can feel what other people's feeling. So you can easily feel others' discomforts around you. So you tend to understand that, okay, if I act a certain way, it's going to make mom feel uncomfortable. It's going to make my cousin feel uncomfortable. It's going to make the store clerk feel uncomfortable. Well, I don't want to make people uncomfortable because I can feel that. So, but a lot of us are trained for a young age to care about other people's comforts and our own, So there's times where I do kind of get in that point, like, well, I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, or I don't want to make them, well, F them. What about me? What about me? What about me being myself? And if me being myself makes them feel like uncomfortable, then that's them. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Hey, forgot to do my disclaimer about live readings. Yes, we can do live readings, but it is by donation. So, Court, if you do want a reading, send me a donation. My information about where to send the donation is in my description box. And then let me know, Court, when you send me that donation, and then that adds you to the list. But first, we're doing the collective reading. After the collective reading, then we'll do personals. But it is by donations, by the way. I haven't set a price yet, but I will. So just FYI. But anyways, um, so in a way, try to create boundaries. In terms of like who you are. Like, don't let anyone come in and say, "Oh, you should be this way because it makes me feel weird when you doing this and that." F them. Like, I think a lot of y'all was told that you were strange, weird, or you couldn't be trusted, or it's like for no reason people had weird comments about you, as if you wasn't a good person, or as if you were evil, or you know what I mean. So a lot of y'all didn't have the best outlook. Okay, maybe people viewed you negatively for the majority of your life, and unfortunately, that made you look negatively at yourself and made you believe that you didn't have the ability to be you, because apparently who you really were wasn't so great according to other people. You know what I mean? And I think also too, I know I'm tapping into a lot of people's childhoods, but it's just coming up anyway. Um, when you was younger, y'all could have had certain interests, skills, or talents that wasn't seen elsewhere in the family, if that makes sense. Um, so it was kind of like when you were showing your gifts and talents or showcasing them to other people in the family, it's like they didn't show much interest. It's almost like they kind of was nonchalant about your gifts and talents. So you're thinking that, no one would ever like my poetry. No one would ever like the way I sing. No one would ever um, like my tarotings. No one would ever, because no one showed you interest. No one showed or even validated your talent or gifts growing up. So as you're getting older, you're thinking that people will show the same disinterest like your family or your friends did. But I really feel like if you're talented in something, people are going to like it. People are going to F with it. You feel me? You know? Your talent is meant to be shown to the world. It's meant to be admired by other people. You know? I'm still getting that message about like meditation as well too, like how important meditation is. Like your creativity would come in much smoother. Your gifts will come in much brighter, more stronger, I should say. So there's some childhood trauma to get passed through, and also get more on a spiritual practice. Okay? All right. Also, I do see a lot of people like who were once like alone in a cave, not really being out there in public, not really socializing. I see the socially awkward uniting. Okay, I see the black sheep getting to know each other and becoming friends, and like what we're doing here, like getting into these group chats and meeting people in public and stuff. I see a lot of friendships being formed now, so that's like really cool, you know. Because a lot of us, I really feel like, have been in the dark for some time. No one really saw us. No one really saw our talents. It's because we kept it in the dark. We did. It's because, and the reason why we kept us in the dark, or our talents in the dark, is because maybe that's how we were taught to be that way, to be safe. You know. Like, if you believed in yourself, what more could you do? Like, what could you accomplish if you just believed in yourself, regardless if your family did not believe in you, regardless if your friends didn't, your old friends didn't believe in you. It's all about, at the end of the day, do you believe in yourself? Hey, y'all, there's 5 people, so we should be seeing 5 likes here. So if you don't mind clicking that like button, that'd be great. But we have, like, once you have that mentality, like, F it, I'm gonna let people see my talent anyway, like, you're going to elevate in life. Okay, you're gonna elevate. Like people are really gonna like your work. People are gonna like your readings. People are gonna like whatever you got to show to the world. You just gotta show it to the world. And in order for the world to admire your work, you gotta show it to the world. You feel me? You feel me? Okay. Tasha says that trying to keep herself safe has actually been keeping her hostage. Whoa, I feel that. That's so deep. Because, like, once you've been, like, battered or abused in a way, like, being alone feels safe. You don't want to be attacked once more, But, like, once you really trust that things happen the way that they should, even if you were to be attacked again, like, you know how to protect yourself, Like, you learn how to protect yourself thus far based on your previous experiences, Like, when I feel like I'm getting out of my comfort zone, like, y'all, just protect me, God. Just protect me, please. I feel so uncomfortable. Like, sometimes going live makes me feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, and the thing is, and I don't want to invalidate anyone's feelings about this, but some people might feel like they're cursed. Some people might feel like they've been hexed. Some people feel like other people might have tried to prevent them from succeeding in life, and maybe they have in the past. But what the card is telling me with the obstacles and challenges in reverse, there's no hexes, there's no curses right now. A lot of y'all have already breaking your curses and your hexes. A lot of you have done a lot of healing. The last thing that's right in front of your success is you now. So it's all about getting out of your comfort zone, right? You've done all this forgiveness, all this healing, all this unhexing. Okay, the last part is you now. Okay, now that you have cleared all the debris of your trauma and past, what are you going to do now? Now that you have cleaned the whole slate clean, what picture are you going to paint on this canvas? It's all about just picking up the paintbrush. It's all about picking up that pen. But it's like a lot of y'all just, it's like a lot of y'all have just, how can I say, like, y'all so used to being told not to pick up that paintbrush. A lot of y'all has been told not to pick up that pen, that all y'all doing is staring at the pen and staring at the canvas, And y'all are wondering, like, when life is going to change. Y'all wondering when the universe is going to magically pick up that pen and paint your whole life for you, and really it's up to you. Hey, Sunshine. There's 5 people in the chat. There should be 5 likes. So go ahead and like the video, please. I appreciate it. Yeah. It's really your mindset, bro. It's all about, like, when you actually gonna do that shit, honestly. I'm not trying to be on your asses, but I am being on your asses. Okay. When are you actually gonna do that shit? It's the question. When are you actually gonna pick up that pen and start writing? When are you actually going to start your first video on YouTube? When are you actually going to do that? You've been wanting to do it. But when you're actually going to do that, you know what I'm saying? And FYI, guys, if you do want a reading by donations, just let me know and I'll put you on the list. You also have the wisdom card here. Oh wow, Jen, that's deep. That's deep. Well, yeah, go ahead and focus on that and with consistency for sure. You have wisdom in the reverse. Clarify wisdom in the reverse. Oh, they're talking about bad advice. Oh, you know what, Jen? I had that moment. I've had that moment where I literally quit my job. This happened about a year ago or 2 years ago. And like you said, Jen, like I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it anymore. And like Sunny's, wow. I guess like Tasha said, I guess we all had the same life. Cause what the fuck? Cause like it was like 2 years ago, and I saved up for about maybe 7 months, and then I just couldn't take it anymore. I had a lot of things going on in my life, and I just quit. Okay, I first gave in my 2 week notice, right? But it was getting my nerves so freaking much that I was like, after 2 week notice, I'm gone, I'm out. And luckily I had savings, but I was employed for like, I want to say 6 to 8 months. I was unemployed then. Yeah. And I just, honestly, I think I call it my sabbatical because when I quit my job then, I was finally able to do the shit that I wanted to do. Right? Like, okay, well, I can't really blame my job anymore. You know, I can't blame my job anymore for holding me back because I quit that job. So I have nothing to pin on that's preventing me to do the stuff that I want to do. So I went out in nature, I traveled, I had me a good time. I had me such a good time after I quit my job. I had fun. Yes, I had some moments where I didn't know how to live, but I just lived. I just did the things I wanted to do. Hi, Jordan. The readings, Jordan, is by donations. So if you want a reading, the donations jar is in my description box. Let me know if you have deposited a donation in my description box, and I'll add you to the list. Rebecca Towns, I am praying for your husband right now for cancer. I am praying that God put his blessing hands on him and heal him and give him the energy and strength. Amen. Jen was saying that she was so happy and ungrounded and she needed a break. She didn't give 2 weeks either. Yeah, because they be getting on your nerves. Ain't nobody have time for that. And she said her manager asked her to do the 2 week notice, but told him no. Dang, you went out in a savage way, Jen. I ain't gonna lie, when I quit my job, I was crying because I'm not one to quit. I'm not one to quit. I'm not a quitter. But you know, for the first time when I quitted that job, I just cried in relief. I didn't have to do that stinking job anymore. You know? And I just lived life the way I wanted. I was so relaxed. And then, you know, I had a conversation with Spirit, like, okay, once I get this job, this is the type of job I want. I remember I had a lot of prayers and just private conversations with Spirit. I would talk to them, like, okay, this is the salary I want. This is the population I want to work with. And I'm telling you, everything that I told Spirit is what I'm doing now. Like from a 9 to 5, like, It's like spirit listen to everything I said. It's crazy. It's crazy. It blows my mind. Like spirit does listen to what you have to say. For real. You also have wisdom in reverse. So what I was going with this is like, there could be like some bad advice that you have taken years ago that doesn't work anymore. I'm trying to think of advice that I used to do. Okay, so an advice that I was told when I was younger was don't trust nobody. Don't trust nobody. Nobody is your friend. There's no need for friends. And I took on that advice for many years. But shit, I was lonely as hell. And then when I did have friends, they ended up being people I couldn't trust. Because in the back of my head, I always thought, well, you can't trust them. So I was attracting the things that I was avoiding, basically. And I realized, like, oh, I need to change that mindset of, like, there's no... Like, I used to thought there was no use for friends at all. At all. You know? And I realized, like, no, like, you will want friends. You will want support. Like, what's wrong with that? You know? And I realized that was really bad advice to receive. What I should have heard was trust your intuition, because there's good people out there and there's also bad people out there. Use your power of discernment to figure out who is who. You know, if that person's bad, trust your intuition. If that person's good, trust your intuition. Versus being told like there's no point of friends at all. You know what I mean? So yeah. Thank you, Jordan. I'll add you to the list. Yeah, quitting can be so scary, Jen. But you did it, girl. Ah! Now you're free now. Now it's time for you to do what you want to do. And go hardcore at it. And just live life. And trust that spirit will take you where you need to go. And the thing is, Jen, honestly, there's nothing between you and spirit now. Like, you can have as much conversations as you want with spirit now. You know, use that time to get closer to yourself, what you want to do, and just live. Make it a fun experience. And tell spirit what you really want. And spirit's going to give you some guidelines on how to get there. So listen to the instructions that spirit gives you. Okay? Even if it might seem scary, you know? You have foundations and achievements. Foundations and achievements. I really feel like some of us need to really look at some advice that was given to us, like I said, years ago, because we might realize like some of these things that we perceived of the earth is not really true, you know? Like there are good people out here. They are. There are good people out here to date. It's like once you believe that there are good people to date, you're going to attract good people to date. Once you believe there's actually good friends for you out there, you will start to attract actual good friends for you. I hope I make sense. Oh, I hope I make sense. Yeah. Versus like if you believe that no one can be trusted, that's all you're going to be attracting, people that you eventually cannot trust. I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, so basically, a recap of the collective message is there are going to be some spiritual upgrades. Okay? Like, they are spiritual upgrades for us, but there's some things we need to unpack. And honestly, just to get out of our own way. and make it happen. It's time to command our dreams to come true versus, I know there's a lot of things about law of attraction and stuff like that and waiting for the universe to give it to you, but sometimes it's time for us to get up and go at it type of thing. Okay, Jordan. It's time for collective messages. So Jordan, what's your question? If you guys want a question by donation, hit up my Cash App or my PayPal with your donation. I'll do your reading. So Jordan, you're the first one on the list. Okay, Jen. Okay, so Jordan wants to know what she's going to expect next week. So what is Jordan going to expect next week? Okay, thank you, Tasha. What is Jordan's going to expect next week? Thank you. So at the bottom of the deck, it says a personal issue reaches resolution. So you're finally going to have a break. Okay, life could have been difficult for you for the past couple of weeks. I just heard months. For the past couple of months, things could have been really difficult and challenging for you. It could be like really challenging in terms of your mental and emotional well-being. It almost seems like it was really hard for you to balance a lot of things at once. I don't know why, but I'm seeing like aches and pains all of a sudden. I'm not sure where that came from, but at the gist of what I'm getting initially is like you had a hard time reaching balance. You even had a hard time even tending to your own well-being. It's like you had like a lot of responsibilities or just had challenges of balancing all these responsibilities that you had, Jordan. And I really do think that by the next week, things are going to be more calmer, a little bit more slower. Okay. Maybe more time to relax. Okay. Also, next week, I really feel you're going to be more in a groove of things, feeling more confident. I'm not really getting more of like life events, Jordan. I'm getting more about your well-being here, to be honest. But I also see you becoming more confident at work. I just heard becoming more confident in terms of your career and her allowing things to end. Jordan, if you've been trying to prevent certain things to end, okay, trying to prevent things to how can I say? It's like you try to patch things up, try to mend things, okay? But I think you're going to confidently allow it to end the way it needs to end so it can move on. Okay? It's like you feared, whatever you feared of ending, you're going to finally accept, like, okay, like this has finally ended. This is the end of the cycle, and I'm okay with that. You know? It's almost like going through like those cycles of grief, you know? Like they say the last stage of grief is like what, acceptance, you know? You know what I mean? Am I talking to Jordan or Jen? Wow. What am I? If I've been saying Jen, I mean Jordan. Okay, I'm sorry, Jordan. This is your reading, but anyway, I hope no other energies are in here. But basically, recap is Jordan. Let me focus on you. Okay, so Jordan, I do see confidence, and I don't know why, Jordan, but I'm seeing an apple. I don't know why, but I just saw an apple in my mind's eye. And also, like, I just see you being like, okay, like, I'm finally going to accept whatever is happening. I just see like acceptance. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Because in the past you tried to prevent whatever this was, but you found like, you know what, it is what it is. And you're gonna realize next week, Jen, that it was all working for you. It was working for your favor. It was working for your highest good. You know? You know what I mean? But to be honest, you're gonna realize like you can breathe. Like once this ends, like you can freaking breathe. You know, like you might have put so much of a fuss and a fight to prevent this to end, but like you're like, you know what? I'm just let it end. Whatever. And like once it has done and ended, like you know what? This is such a stress reliever. Like shit, like well why didn't I not let this end a long time ago? You know what I mean? And I really feel like that once this is done and gone, excuse me, you're gonna have more, not next week, but in the foreseeable future, wherever this has ended, it's gonna be replaced with something way newer, way more balanced. Especially if this is like about love and relationships. I do see better coming in for you, okay? But it's like before this love thing can come in your way, this stuff has to complete itself. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. So next week you're gonna be more of a acceptance of what's have ended. Okay, it was almost like you tried to prevent it because you were so fearful of it. But Spirit's like, no, it's gonna happen because it needs to. So it did, or it's going to. Okay. All right, Jordan, I'm done with that one. Okay, Jordan, after I get completed with the other ones on the list, I get to your second one. But Jen said, hold on, let me cleanse this energy though and go to the next one. Okay. So Jen wants to know, are there any messages for doing her new season that she's entering her life? Let's see what's going on. I feel really guided, Jen. You know what's so interesting, Jen? I got this new tarot deck, right? And it's called The New Chapter. It says it right here. I'm going to use it because of that. So I haven't really opened this yet. I was waiting for like maybe a special moment to use it. But since you're talking about all about next chapters and stuff, I'm going to use this one. Okay. So now we're on Jen. Jen, it's time to make your own stuff, make your own products, make your own concoctions because I haven't even hit the cards yet, but I'm seeing you like making like jars, like kind of have like your own like assembly line, like in the kitchen, okay, like making your own candles, jars, fixed binded objects. I'm seeing you doing research on certain ingredients. I'm seeing you writing down certain recipes. I'm seeing you going to elders and inquiring, or I'm seeing you going to older women. Okay, I'm seeing you sitting down in front of an older woman asking about spirituality, okay? Asking about gifts, asking about spell work and stuff, okay? This is getting more into like magic, hoodoo, voodoo, okay? Type of stuff. Getting deeper into that, experimenting on different type of products that you can make, okay? Next chapter for Jen, please. Enchantment. Yeah, you're going to learn about the practice of binding and enchantment, okay? I really feel like it's going to be a lucky moment for you, Jen. You might, I mean, new chapters have its challenges, of course, but you're going to have lucky moments, okay? Like, I really think you're going to enjoy this break. I really think so. I really think that you're going to start doing things that you like doing and like kind of having fun, like laboratory, like being in a laboratory and experimenting with different products, experimenting with different like magic, like doing magic and seeing how it turns out. Do you want to market it? Do you want to sell it or not? I do see like blind luck. Okay, like you have blind luck coming your way. It was like wherever you was working at. It robbed you out of your joy. It robbed you out of your high vibration. So when that job was sucking your vibration low, it almost kind of disrupted your sense of luck and happiness. So now that that job is not draining you anymore, okay, I do see you have more of a chance of having good luck. Okay. I just think you're gonna freaking enjoy yourself too, to be honest. Also, Jen, you might have a little bit of triggers going on. Like, it's almost like you're going to have some time to yourself and really understand that, okay, certain things that did happen to me was not fair at all. Okay, sometimes we can be so heavily distracted in life, we might not be able to unpack certain things that had happened to us or things that we need to forgive. You're going to have that time for yourself to do that. Okay, oh my God, fuck. This card comes out and it's forgiveness. Yeah. So you're gonna have time to forgive the people and things that you need to forgive. Because sometimes it's kind of hard to do that when you're constantly distracting yourself, you know. Wow. Crazy. We have resurrection. Yeah, you're gonna feel really trusting of this process in your new chapter, and you're also going to feel re-energized, feel renewed, and I heard your confidence, okay, will increase. And also I'm getting too is like you understanding as you're becoming more powerful and more about spiritual work and stuff, you're gonna learn more about ethics, spiritual ethics. Okay. So I don't really talk much about spiritual ethics, but I really feel like we should talk more about that on YouTube, just anywhere. Like some, I hope there's like a video of like someone talking about spiritual ethics. When I say spiritual ethics, I mean practicing spiritual gifts in an ethical way, right? There's people out there who will do things to folks that I don't even want to repeat with their spiritual gifts, you know? So also understanding too how important it is to make sure that wherever you do is practiced in a very ethical way. Okay? I think you're gonna stand on that. Like once you're making your products, once you're making whatever you want to create, because that's just what I'm seeing. I see yourself understand like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I need to do this right with good intentions. You feel me? Also, once you're practicing your magic, always, protect yourself and stuff like that. Cleanse yourself too, constantly when you're working with gifts. But yeah, and learning how to be compassionate towards those that you are forgiving as well is really important. But yeah, just to recap, Jen, I do see you having a really good time. enjoying yourself and just experimenting with new things, trying out new things that you always wanted to try out. You're going to have time to do that more often and give yourself time to unpack any trauma or pain, um, you know, and also forgiveness too. Okay, so that's it for Jen. Thank you so much. And who's next? Whoever is next, please drop your question. I'm not sure who's next, to be honest. I'm sorry. I think Tasha said she wanted to have a reading. Who else did? I don't want to skip nobody. Let me see. I think Tasha. I think what's next is Tasha. Yeah, I believe. Got it. Okay. Oh yeah, and your second question, Jordan. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Tasha. Okay. Okay, Tasha said there's a specific place that she's been thinking about moving to Michigan and will love visiting. She would like to. She think, okay, would it be a good place for her to move to? And she really wants to ensure that it's a good place as well because the cost of living is kind of high. Got it. Okay. Oh, Jen, I forgot to use this for you. Holy crap! I'm sorry. I guess that's all the messages you needed. But well, shit, Tasha, maybe I can use it for you. I don't know. I'm so shy with this one. I don't know. It's been sitting here. I haven't taken it out yet. But I'm gonna use this. This is called the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Alright, tell me about Michigan. Tasha and Michigan, please. Very clear, concise, accurate messages. Ooh, moon dance. Interesting. I'm just gonna pull out a card to verify this. Stranded. Okay, so I also think what could cause you some fears regarding Michigan is that you're afraid that it's going to take a lot of hassle and strife to move, first of all. And also you think that you might be stranded or lonely. Also, I kind of think you sometimes expect the worst in terms of moving, FYI. Like you just think about all the issues that can arise when it comes to moving to such place, but also feeling alone as well. Like, okay, like I feel alone here, but what if I move again just to feel alone again? You know, I do kind of see that worry. Hey, YKP. So, should Tasha move? It's interesting because it's like you feel like a pull. You feel like Michigan is pulling you. It's almost like you don't have the explanation why, but it's like constantly in your conscious, or you're always getting like sick and nut. You're always getting synchronicities about it. So you just feel like this constant pull to Michigan. That's so interesting. I don't know why, but I'm also seeing like an image of traveling with someone else. But like when you was younger, something about when you help it make sense. Okay, I'm just going to describe what I'm seeing, and hopefully it will make sense to you. But there's like a memory that I'm having access to right now, and it's like I'm seeing a younger girl traveling with a woman. Okay, I'm not sure if you moved when you was younger with this person. I'm not sure how to translate or transcribe what I just saw, but that just flashed right before me. Um, and it's interesting how I'm seeing treasured memories here as well. So I feel like maybe there can be some memories there, or memories can be created there as well. I heard don't. Hold on. I heard don't be hasty just to move just yet. But do put your toes in the water. Huh? Put your toes in the water. The hell that's supposed to... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like what? I heard don't be too hasty to move yet, but put your toes in the water. Something about the water? What? Almost like try it out first to see if it's right for you, because you're supposed to. Oh, okay, maybe that's what I was seeing. Okay, maybe that's what I was seeing. Okay. Um I swear I heard put your toes. I'm like, what the hell? Well, what am I supposed to tell her with that? Put your toes in the water. I'm just gonna say it like I heard it. Put your toes in the water. Which is so interesting because I remember in one of the lines reading, Tasha, it was talking about yin and yang. And this image right here, right, is she's like I guess a mermaid, right? And her fin is in the water. Okay. And to be honest, when I was looking at the image that they showed me, Tasha, it almost seemed like y'all was in a boat. I don't know if this is like a boat, a ferry, or something. Just FYI. But in this image, her fin is in this pond, but what's pulling her is this boat, right? And she's pulling by this anchor here. And I feel like this imagery is like so auspicious. Almost like if you were to visit, like some forgotten talents or gifts will come back to you type of thing. And also some things that you have forgotten. Like memories that you have forgotten can be remembered. Because it could be something oppressed. Okay, and once you visit, because I'm hearing more visiting. I'm not hearing moving. I heard don't move just yet. So more of a visit so far. Once you visit, you will know your answer if you should move. And that answer will feel just right. I'm hearing more about visiting, not really like outwardly moving just yet. I hope I'm making sense with that. Okay. So, Tasha, I hope I answered your question. I'm going to move on. Thank you, Tasha, for letting me do a reading for you. I really do appreciate that. And Jordan, I want to say that your second question is next. No problem, Tasha. So, Jordan, what is your second question? Jordan, are you still here? Okay, so Jordan wants to know, what can she expect in the month of July. I think I should do like a July collective reading or July reading, y'all. I think I should do July reading. So to have a question answered, donate to my Cash App or my PayPal and let me know once you're able to submit that donation payment. And once you let me know that you have done so, then pop in your question. So right now we're on Jordan, and if you do so, then you be after Jordan. And then my Cash App and my PayPal information is in the description box of this video. Okay. Jordan, when I am what I'm seeing is a for sale sign. I'm not sure if you're looking to sell something, get rid of something, rent something. This gives me like movement, packing up your shit and going, packing up your stuff and leaving type of thing. I'm not sure if this is you or somebody else, but that's the first thing I did see. So do with that if you will. I'm seeing like a for sale sign, I'm seeing rent sign, I'm seeing boxes, I'm seeing people packing up boxes. Yeah, odd, but yeah, let's go. let's use the tarot cards. Okay. Okay, you be after Jordan then. Thank you. Okay, what can Jordan can expect in the month of July? What's happening in July, Jordan, is almost like similar to the energies of what you asked for last week. But there are some temptations to go back to what has ended, though, in the month of July, though. Like, almost getting, like, someone say, I'm sorry, come back, type of thing. Like, I apologize, please forgive me, type of thing. In July, you might have whatever is completed in June, might try to come back to you in July. I hope I'm making sense. So, I remember saying in the foreseeable future, right? Love might come your way, and I feel like there is a love opportunity coming your way in July. However, Spirit is screaming to me to tell you to use your intuition, because I really feel like this love thing in July is really tempting. I think they can be really cute, really handsome, attractive. And they seem to check all your boxes. I heard they answer you when you call, when you text. Just use your intuition. You know? Or this person might try to make things better after things end. Still use your intuition, like, no, like, what's done is done. Because I see someone, like, I see someone trying to do the things that they could have did in the past. Like, when you was telling this person that you needed this and you needed that to feel loved and accepted, They might try to do that all of a sudden. Like, why wait till something ends to finally do the things that makes no sense? It's backwards. That's real backwards. But like I said, I do see like your life becoming really easy for you in the month of July compared to June. However, there could be some like test, like a spiritual test. Like, have you really learned your lesson from this in July? Because it could be like a similar person coming your way. Okay. Um, there could be actually several options coming your way. But remember the lessons that you have learned so you won't repeat it. Because whoever is coming is real tempting. It's real tempting. And you got to use your power of discernment to know if it's right for you or not. Because what's coming in for you, Jen, is more of an independence, right? But this person might try to pull you out of that independence, that newfound independence of yours, right? And you're trying to cleanse this person out of your energy. You're trying to start life again, anew, right? Which is really interesting because I feel like the theme today is like a new chapter, right? Everyone's going through these new chapters. Real interesting. I guess we do have similar lives, huh? Oh, but it's like you're trying to, cleanse yourself from this energy and stuff, and here come this person like coming back. Like, no, and nobody got time for that. And if you really stick to that, like, no, like, done is done. You're going to attract better. Okay, just use your intuition not to attract the same type of person that you have recently. Will end this with type of thing. But otherwise, in life, I do see you being all about you in July. I'm seeing someone getting their hair did. I'm seeing getting their nails done. I'm seeing someone buy a nice, sexy ass bikini. Okay, I'm seeing like her last minute vacations, last minute trips, hanging out with people, living more of a social lifestyle. Okay, because maybe you didn't really have fun for a while. Okay. And I'm seeing regaining things that you have lost, okay? So a lot of cleansing, a lot of rejuvenation, a lot of regaining in the month of July, basically. Okay? All right, so that is it for your question, Jordan. Oh, hey, KP, what is your question? Yeah. I'm sorry that you had to lose a lot, when it came to that. Oh, hey, KP, you got it. Okay, so this person wants to know, what are some messages that they can have from their spiritual team that is not really reaching them, okay? What are some messages that they need, okay? Okay, they want this to come out. I heard that's it. So basically, I'm using the crystal deck. What is this called? It's called the Crystal Grid deck, and it's by Mystic Mondays. It's pretty cool. Like you can put them together like a grid. It's so cool. I love it. It is so cool. Like how it can fit amongst each other and everything. But anyway, these are the 3 cards I'm getting for you. This is the Kaganite crystal. Okay, you can be like into crystals and stuff like that. But this is a crystal that cuts through confusion, fears, and negativity and connects you to your most authentic self. This crystal here can sharpen your leadership skills, but not only your leadership skills, but it can also enhance your communication, how you communicate, okay? And also this is to enhance your telepathic connections as well. So this is a description of the crystal here. And then we also have the rose quartz, the rose aura quartz, excuse me. And this is talking about unconditional love and how to unconditionally love yourself and other people around you, okay? And this is the green calcite. This is about fertility, abundance, and growth. This crystal can help you attract abundance and to also be awareness of how nature talks to you. Okay, this enhances your ability to communicate with nature and to receive messages from nature. Okay. So what I'm getting all together with these cards is honestly your ability to be telepathic with your spirits, to be able to receive messages from your spirits in the first place, but your abilities to communicate with nature. So spirit is saying that you have the ability to communicate with nature. I heard practice by sitting outside and seeing what the birds are saying to you, seeing what the sky is saying to you. Excuse me. Hold on. They're saying if you sit outside more often, you will realize that the trees talk to you, the sky, the birds talk to you. Like the nature can show you omens and messages. And her, don't be afraid to take initiation in certain things in life. Don't be afraid to take the first step. Okay. Uh-oh. Am I still here? Uh-oh. I think something like, I don't know, something just kind of glitched on here. I think I'm still here, y'all. Okay. So basically what I'm getting is like your ability to honestly talk to almost anything, even non-talking objects. I hope that makes sense. Like being able to communicate to plants and stuff. They're saying to get more into that. And also let go of any anger or hurts. I do see a lot of anger, a lot of resentment here. And also, I'm kind of getting like, how can I say? I'm getting hidden resentment, hidden anger. Okay? Like you keep that to your chest. Okay? And it's really important to address what you've been keeping to your chest, this anger, this pain, this hurt, to talk about this to whomever you need to address this with. But when you're addressing this anger, this hurt, address it with love, compassion. Don't try to address it in a way that is argumentative, but address in a way like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, that really did hurt my feelings, or what you said really got to me. Like, it's been getting to me for years, and I just been wanting to talk about it. Can we talk about it? You know what I mean? Because I do see a lot of hidden hurts and anger, almost pretending like I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm not angry about that, but in reality you are. So it's really important to address that. Also, I'm getting sleep is really important too. Like if you're the type of person that stays up all night watching TV, they want less of that and more sleep for you. Because it's going to help you tap in more to when you sit. It's like less, okay, how do I say? Watch less TV, watch more nature. Is basically what I'm getting, and get more sleep. Okay. What else? Is there any other messages for Kayla? Or, oh, hey, KP. Okay. I don't know why. I just want to get these crystals for you. So if these crystals are attracting you, you might want to invest in them. This is the Rose Aura Quartz. This is the green calcite, fertility, abundance, and growth. That's what it represents, the green calcite. And this is the kyanite. Okay, so you might want to research these crystals, and stuff like that. Okay, because you might be like a crystal person, or you could be what they call a crystal child. You might want to research what it means to be a crystal child. Because you have the indigo children, you have the crystal children, and you have the rainbow children. Okay? And also, I'm really attracted to this for you. This is the blue argonite. See, you might want to research what the blue argonite is. Blue, ARAGONITE. Blue argonite. Okay? But let's get into these cards. Okay? Then I'm out here. Okay, it's going to be the end of this reading. Oh, wow. You almost got a kyanite last night? Yeah, go back and get that kyanite because it came out for you. Okay? It definitely did. So that the kyanite was like, hello, you forgot somebody. You forgot somebody. Which is so interesting, because I think that's what it represented, didn't it? Hold on. Yeah, this represents the throat chakra. It helps with communication and how to communicate clearly. Holy crap. See, okay, I know I'm not crazy because like, why do I feel so drawn to these? I guess the kyanite wants to say, pick me up and use me. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And when it came with the blue argonite, it was something about like empathy and compassion and stuff. Like learning how to communicate in a very compassionate way, even if you're angry about something. I hope I'm making sense. I'm not sure if you wanted to okay, how can I say? I am not sure if you want to reunite with something, but I do feel a desire to reunite with something. So give me a second. I don't know why, but I heard someone say, how does she knows all these things? To be honest, like, I kind of don't know all these things. I'm just shown things and I just hear things and I just relay it back to you. I might not know what they're talking about, but you do. So I just say exactly what they say, or I just say exactly what I see. I hope that makes sense. Because I be coming here blind, y'all. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I be getting to. It's all up to what they show me and what I hear. But yeah, I'm told to get one more card. Whoa, 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 whoa. Put this back in here. I want to get just one more card. Thank you. Ooh, okay, those extras. Okay, so discontent and boredom is at the bottom. If you've been feeling really bored with yourself, try to do something different, something out of the ordinary. I heard get into something like learn something different. Because you might be like a, how can I say, like intellectual type, like to learn new things. So you could be kind of at your peak of information, and you might kind of feel bored as if like you learned all the things you needed to know so far. Which you can learn something different, like a different niche. Like if you know a lot about crystals, how about learn more about herbs? If you learn more about, how about learn more about astrology? Like it's something about like you feel like you learn a whole lot about something so far. Like if you have a certain niche or a certain specialty, you feel like you learn everything about it, and maybe you might feel a little bit bored. Like how about learn about something different? But yeah, that's kind of what I'm channeling so far. So let's get into the cards. So we have spiritual union. We have obstacle and challenges. Okay. It could be a rekindle of a relationship. I'm getting more of a rekindling of a relationship, or maybe a friendship. Like y'all could have blurred the lines a bit. Like y'all wasn't sure y'all were friends or something more. Okay, if there's been tension between that, I do see reconciliation in that. Okay. If you've been feeling really stagnant when it comes to money and finances, um I do see obstacles being removed from that area. You just need to be patient. Also, KP, protect yourself from jealous people. Okay? There can be some envious people around you, especially if you look really beautiful and really attractive. There can be someone jealous of your beauty, so be careful with that. Just protect yourself regarding like envious, jealous energies. Okay, but that's all basically. I hope you enjoy the reading, KP. But I think that's all with everyone. No problem, KP. So yeah, I'm about to head out. I'm hungry as hell. So I'm gonna eat me something and just enjoy the rest of my day. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I love you guys. And check out my other content. I may or may not go live some more. We'll see how it goes. But bye.